Hey Scorpio, today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Scorpio. So I'm feeling this energy of a reconciliation here. There's obviously regret. It feels someone who had a heavy masculine, or it's the masculine coming through. So you guys, gender aside, doesn't really matter. But you guys are going to reconnect. I think that either you guys live in a distance, someone moved away, or who knows, this could be someone you guys or just either you're reconnecting with, have been talking on the phone a lot before you guys actually see each other, but it brought some clarity. It feels like a reconnection, and you guys are going to start dating. I think the temptations are there, you know, obviously things are brewing. All right, so we have separation, retreat, and flirt. So maybe for some of you, this is the reason why some of you have reconnected. Some of you have left a past energy and have kind of reconnected with a person in the past. I feel there's a flirting energy. So it's like a sharing space. This flirt feels like a sharing space where you're just talking a lot and sharing each other's story, which leads to a different kind of dynamic and relationship. Now, for others of you, this is actually your reconciliation. The separation served as a purpose, right? Because retreat, you guys both retreated, time apart, and now like things are different. Now we have let go of control issues. We have children here. Maybe both of you have children right now, and there's kind of resistance because of the kids. I feel mutual energy here in the sense that I feel there's just more of a consideration here. You know, here we have give your relationship a chance. So it's something that would need to be worked through. Maybe for one of you, the separation of your past is still very fresh. But the temptations are there with this flirty energy. I think it's just igniting a different side of you. I mean, the fact that it's just flirt, it's very light. It's not like you guys are diving deep into this connection. So that's why I don't feel it that way. I just feel like this is someone who is lighthearted, and it's just, you know, bringing a different energy into your life. So, but who knows where it can take you. It's just one of those things. So let's see what's going on. We've got positive movement forward, 8 of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. So I feel this determination here of progress. And I think this feels very mutual. And also I feel like it's, hope. It's giving both of you inspiration to kind of move away from the past, or to even just forgive the past, right? There's a lot of forgiveness here. So for some of you, this is actually a reconciliation of someone you've been separated for. 6 of Cups, reconciliation. There's memories of love. There are a lot of things to talk about. I think there is different, wow, look at all these emotions. So that, to me, this indicates a lot of emotions and heart space. And there's like a lot of forgiving energy that's coming from this. So emotional loss, again, you guys are tapping into the heart. Another reconciliation card here with 3 of Cups, rejoice and celebration. And then the Ace of Cups, love begins. So something has transformed you both. Transformation here we have with the Death, and then Hermit, solitude. Something has transformed you both. I think both of you had history in the past, or something, the separation again. It gave something else to you both. It's just what I'm feeling. So give me more on this positive movement forward. I don't want this, also, I want to point out here, Scorpio, I don't want this to be confused with the toxic energy I've been picking up for some time, because this doesn't feel like it. If I know, I would know this does not feel like that toxic energy. But positive movement forward, 6 of Wands. So I think there's a balance that's happened energetically for the both of you. And you're just about harmonizing. 6 is about harmonizing, finding peace, right? It's almost like there's recognition of, you know, the 6 of Wands is a perseverance energy. It's a conquering. It's I've been through a long road. Prior to that is the 5 of Wands. Look at this. We also have the 6 of Swords. Again, been through a long road, and I just want peace. And I just feel very just, you know, very kind of like want to do peace of mind. That's what I want. Like two people who just want peace of mind for once. So give me more of this Chariot. Ten of Swords. And the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles again, yeah, peace of mind. Determined to make things work. Determined to really let go of any mental struggle. I think also the conversations that you guys have been having are kind of therapeutic as well, it feels. Give me more on this Ten of Swords. You know, like closing the chapter of the past. Yeah, the conversations, Page of Wands and the Strength card. There's like a strength being built from this Ten of Swords, like through the communication. And Page of Wands are about our passions. It's about our soul. And I rather, you know, yes, the wands are passion, but it's really the soul, right? Each of the suits represents something. And the cups represent our emotions. And the swords represent our mind. And the pentacles represents all three of them, wands, cups, and swords, and how we use them in balance to be able to create our reality, our pentacles, our 3D world. So the wands here, it's definitely a sharing space, it feels like, about your actual wants. And it's creating a space. Wow, I mean, look at this, you guys. Bottom of the deck, both of them are Four of Wands. I could pick it up. You got Four of Wands twice. So this is definitely a union. For some of you, this is an awakening, 11-11. Both of you are in a space of awakening. And this is allowing you both to awaken to a different side of you. Yeah, look at this Death again. A different side of you with Ten of Swords. That is bringing a karmic lesson to an end. A lesson or a past to an end. Or even a version of yourselves to an end, and being more healing with the Star. So give me more on the hope here. Yeah, showing you Two of Wands, showing you a new path. So this is where you kind of get to choose, right? Do you repeat the past or do you move forward? You know, and really it's more of a planning and looking to be hopeful for the future. Give me more the Six of Cups. And I feel like the sharing space is a healing space to be, you know, more hopeful. Give me more the Six of Cups. More Wands, yeah, the soul. This is a beginning. And I think it's healing the soul for a new beginning, because we're talking about memories of love here. So reconciling, this is about a union that's going to have a very passionate beginning. I think also all the communication is leading to a lot of, like, I guess, like this energy, you know how it is, you guys, sacral energy, where you're being activated, and it's the newness of the wands. It's the newness of the energy of the connection that makes it very flirty, lighthearted, but also reignite something of your emotions as well. So give me more of this Five of Cups. This Five of Cups feels like just a lot of talking and sharing and then healing at the same time. Wow. Yep. Page of Wands. Again, you guys are, look at this, Ten of Cups. You guys are sharing emotions here. You're sharing your passions, your soul. There are deep, profound conversations happening here. And Scorpio, you guys, when you have a person who can take you to those depths, you guys can definitely have these profound conversations because you are deep. Okay, more of this Three of Cups. Either rejoice and celebration. Beautiful. King of Pentacles and Page. So there's so much sharing and the loyalty, also a commitment. These are two serious people. I feel energetically, it feels, there goes the Star again. Wow, healing the past, Devil energy. So there are two serious people here that really are about releasing the past, sharing emotions. Again, there's a lot about communication. So what's bringing you together is the sharing of the emotions, is sharing the stories. The stories is what matters here. So this is definitely a new love for a lot of you. Give me more Ace of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Swords. You know, this may come with a little bit of stress, I feel, because at the same time it's unexpected. And then there's going to be some resistance with this Eight of Swords. But you know what? The wheel is here because, you know, it's when a blessing comes in. And I feel that this is both a healing energy for the both of you. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the strong Leo here. So give me more of this Wheel of Fortune. But lots of sharing of emotions. Change is happening. It's a turning leaf. Yeah, two of Wands again. So this Wheel of Fortune represents the Star and the Two of Wands. What's healing, what's taking place, more understanding of what makes you happy. You got Six of Wands again in the bottom, which again means that it's the perseverance. You guys are conquering a chapter of your life, a pain of your life, a transition in your life that it's going to take time to kind of sink in with this Eight of Swords, but you'll get there. If your goal is to move on with this Wheel of Fortune and like give opportunity, there's a lot of contemplation that comes into this Two of Wands. So I don't feel like it's going to happen extremely quick. It feels like it's happening quick, but I feel like you guys know better. I feel an energy of knowing better and taking your time. So what are the blockages here? And again, for a lot of you, if you guys have kids, it's because there's a lot of holding back because of the collaboration or the coming together and how that may look like. So what are the blockages here for Scorpio? So we have deceit. This person lied before and will again. And then light and dark. You can't know light without darkness. I feel like you both been, this being a block is just a deceit, the sharing of the story. Now, maybe your person, again, this could be part of your story for some of you who this is your ex. And again, this is teaching you can't have light without darkness. This is exactly what the soul goes through. The soul, you know, goes through darkness in order to respect and appreciate the light. There's no other way. You know, it's the polarities and it's just duality. And whatever this person has done for those who are in that space, or either way, there is a closing of something, because even if you guys are reconnecting, there's definitely a closing of something, and a lot of forgiveness is happening here, right? There is a person who's grown, King of Pentacles, and is emotionally ready to talk about, you know, things, and is reconciling those emotions with the Three of Cups, with the Page of Cups. It's a reconciling of emotions. So communication is being expressed, understanding is being had. So let's see what else. What is the guidance for Scorpio? Yeah, reflection. Stand still and watch what you're doing and who you are becoming. Only when we see ourselves how we truly are is when we can change things. And I think that's it, right? There is a lot of reflection happening here. And that's why with the Two of Wands, I feel a lot of taking your time. You know, with the Eight of Swords, it kind of, you will have some back and forth for a little bit until you really get an understanding. And that's just how the emotional body operates, right? You first have to, in order, you have to sit still, not assume, like really hear yourself. There's so much information that we learn from our own mind and our self-talk. And only if we're willing to really hear and then be honest about it. And some people don't give a shit and they just do their thing and repeat same patterns and then wonder why. All right, let's get one more guidance for you, Scorpio. For some of you, like I said, this is a friend. This could be a friend who you like having this conversation with, and it becomes something more. Strangely, you know, it's a connection building at its own pace. That's how connections work. Intuition. Yep. Listen to your intuition as it is your soul calling out to you. Yeah. there's a lot of information that's happening, and your soul is definitely speaking in this time and allowing you, it's like wanting you to hear yourself out. That's why I said there's a lot in our self-talk. And when we actually sit still and listen, sometimes we hear the better voice. There's the ego, and then there's the higher self, the one that really wants to heal, but then the ego that's bruised and not ready to release, you know, the darker aspects of the ego, because the ego can be healthy too. And remember, there's light and dark, so you can't know light without darkness. Again, that's the balance of the ego. And how do we make it out in this world? And then there's deceit, right? A part of us do lie to ourselves too. You know, that's also a part of the journey as well. Whether this is something, you know, in reference to the past or whatever it may be. But a lot of forgiveness here, a lot of understanding, a lot of talking, deep conversations. That's what it feels like. So that's where all this reflection comes in, because it's just so enlightening in so many ways here, Scorpio. So I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Please like, share, subscribe.